Hello and welcome to another Modern Toy Fair review. Today I'm taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Series General Clayton Hawk Abernathy. As always, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and feelings are, if you've managed to hunt one down, if you're waiting on some pre-orders, or if you're still on the fence. And of course, make sure to stick around to the end of the video to see all the photos I took. But that's enough chitter chatter, let's go ahead and get at her. Alright, let's get started. So, he really does look a lot like Dan Larson. Like, if you shave Dan Larson, that's him. You've got just the face structure, the jaw, the eyebrows, the hair with the salt and pepper kind of look to it. Like, I just can't unsee it. Not gonna lie, it's kind of why I bought the figure. But the sculpt is fantastic. Like, he looks incredible. You got the little stars on the collar of his shirt. You've got the, like, fuzzy sculpt there. You've got the badge of all the different colors, which probably has some sort of rank thing. Abernathy there on his name tag. You've got the bronze zippers, which look really, really well done. Not to mention the weathering on this jacket is incredible. Like, this is better than the Indiana Jones figure that we got. That is insane. You've got Yo Joe up here on the patch on his shoulder. You've got American flag on the other side. Got more of that weathering and some wrinkles going down. And I don't like that thigh cut, or not thigh cut, biceps cut. You got the black gloves. You've got these little, like, things on the knuckles. Almost looks like some Wolverine action going on there. Like he's going to have some claws coming out. Anyway, so he does have this holster on the chest here. It's got some nice, like, leathery texture to it. And you can just put the smaller gun right in like so. Real easy like. And then going down to the belt in the second holster, you've got the silver clasps there. Black for the rest. You got that kind of goldish buckle there. And the other holster here on the side for the bigger gun. Again, it does have a little bit of a different texture than the rest of the suit, which is great. Then going down the legs, you got like a canvasy texture. The pockets are smooth though, which is a little weird. Got the knee pads. Got that green and like gray camo. The boots are really well done. They're all black, but you've got the stitching sculpted on. You got the laces. Even has like different textures throughout the boot. Like, that's insane to me. And then here's the bottom of the boot. Nothing too crazy. Then you get to the back. You've got the back of his head. We've got the back of his coat there. A little peg hole if you want to give him like one of the backpacks or something. More of those great, like, weathering effects with the paint. And he's got a little bit of a flatty. He's not great there in the booty area, but yeah, I got more of that green and gray camo. The wrinkles look great in the sculpt. Got some wear and tear on the boots down here at the bottom. Like, the textures alone on this figure is fantastic. Alright, on to articulation. So if we pop up the head here, you'll see that he does have a dumbbell joint. Let's pop that back on. So you get a little bit of tilt left and right. Decent amount down, not much up. There's a cut at the bottom of the neck, but it doesn't really have a lot of room to move because of the sculpt. And then the arms do come up past 90 and spin all the way around. You do have some rotation there with a little bit of movement side to side. You do have this bicep cut, which looks terrible. Like, I don't know why they'd cut the mold like that. Like, man, that's rough. Double jointed elbows, though, go to about there. And then you do have the forward motion up and down for the trigger hand. And spins all the way around. Is a little tight, though. There are two cuts in the midsection, but I don't know if it's just because he's in a jacket, so it's not supposed to be, but the rotation is not great. And he also does not get much to any of the forward and back because of the sculpt. And down at the hips, though, you do have the drop down hip, so you can go pretty much past 90 forward, almost the 90 sideways, and even back's a little bit more than normal. You can see it drops down there. I do have the thigh cut for the swivel. Double jointed knees. Go. Come on. There we go. It's about there. You do have boot cut and forward facing pin for the ankle, pivot, up, down, left, right, all that fun stuff. So realistically, I mean, dude could get in a lot of poses as long as you don't want him to have a lot of ab crunch. But yeah, it's still like, I mean, for a dude in a jacket, he still poses pretty well. Let's take a look at some accessories. So you do have his helmet, which you can put the goggles on like so. You got the gold star painted on there. You got the little clasps hanging off the edges. Got some panels on the top, a little bolt there. Take the goggles off though, and you've got some dings and dents and scratches. Like a lot of sculpt for something that's just kind of mostly painted green. Got the inside there. And then you do have a set of goggles that he can actually wear himself. See, he has that like kind of stretchy texture there. And they should just go over the hair and plop down. Maybe, just maybe, hold on. There we go. Now he's rocking his stunner shades. So yeah. Then you do have this tinier pistol with the little extended mag in there. Got some cool sculpt. You got the little hole for the blast effects and stuff. Same sculpt on their side. Then you do have a larger pistol. This one's got one of those compensator things on the end, along with something that's really cool. It has a star sculpted on the actual handle. Like, that's amazing. It's on both sides too. And then you do have this shotgun, which is all black, and it has some okay sculpt work. I mean, it's nothing special, but one thing I will say is these aren't quite as gummy as they usually are, which is nice. They're still soft, but not as bad. And then you have this like grenade launcher looking thing. Has some cool sculpt. You got the little hole there like everything else. Alright, time for a quick size comparison. So here's the Marvel Legends No Way Home Spidey. He's a little bit shorter. And then we have the Mofex Hush Batman, who's surprisingly a little bit taller. Like, not much, like, but he is. So let's get them out of the way here. Next up, we've got Marvel Legends Jon Favreau and Pimp Daddy Destro from the Classified Wave. Both of them actually are a little bit taller, just a smidge. Get them out of here and switch out for the big beefy boy, the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Armadillo, who he is up to about shoulder height. Maybe just a little bit shorter than that. And last up, we have the box art. So you do have the accessories up in the corner. You've got the render of the figure from the background. You got some artwork, GIJOE Classified logo, all of the name and everything at the bottom. On the side, you do have that artwork again. The other side, you have the artwork in blue of all the cool like techie stuff and the QR code. Logo at the top. Warning label, don't put Dan Larson in your mouth. And then if we put at the bottom, you got barcodes and legal stuff. And the back, we have the render of the figure, all the accessories, his height, some close-ups of the stuff, and attention, all that fun stuff. So yeah, it's real okay. Okay, so overall, it's a pretty good figure. I really do feel like the bicep swivel, the cut, it's a terrible choice. They should have just went with like the normal way that they do their bicep swivel on the figures. I'm not a fan of the fact that like it breaks up the design so much if you try to swivel it with it being just like a straight cut. I feel like we're way past that point as an action figures. It's a very strange choice. But beyond that, I mean, the accessories are cool. I dig the overall design of the figure. I'm not gonna lie, not very knowledgeable about G.I. Joe. Just recently started collecting because my co-host Nate convinced me to go down this rabbit hole, and I'm mostly doing it for customizing purposes, but I still enjoy the figures as they are. But let me know what your thoughts and feelings are. If you were, on the fence to this sway you one way or the other. And of course, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Helps us out here on the channel and also gets you tutorial-related content in your feed. We've got reviews, how to pose videos. We've got the weekly toy hunt, weekly live stream, and weekly podcast. But you can also catch us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Modern Toy Fair. If you're already a fan of the channel and like to help support us, you can go over to patreon.com/Modern Toy Fair. Link in the description below. Bunch of different tiers of different rewards. Everything from getting videos early, getting physical prints of the photos I take, and just getting to have input on what happens with some of our videos. We do have a couple free trials, so you have 7 days to try it before you commit to anything. Again, link in the description below. But that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully see you next week. Same toy time, same Toy Fair channel. Thank you for watching.